Hello Rhinos, today we're going to be making breadcrumb free stuffing. Enough to make for 8 and ready for any big event like Christmas, Thanksgiving or Easter holidays or any family get together. Let's get into it. Why am I qualified to talk about this? Well, my name is John Collett, and in March 2018 I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and within 6 months I managed to reverse my condition, and I want to help you do the same. So let's get into how to make breadcrumb free stuffing ready for Christmas. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here, we got 2 cooking apples. And what I'm going to do is going to peel these, I'm going to cut them into quarters, take the core out, and I'm going to dice them into small slices. So let's get into that. So what we're going to do next, we're going to fry up an onion and 2 sticks of celery. I'm not going to put you through the pain of watching me cut those up, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to fry them in the pan with 50 grams of goat's butter. We use goat's butter because we're gluten-free and dairy-free in this house. So we got it on a medium-high heat. Here's our butter. We're going to put that in and let that melt down. Now we're going to put in the celery and onion. So we're going to fry these for a few minutes so that they start to soften. Smell fantastic. So the next part now is I'm going to turn the heat off on here and I grab the apples. And we're going to put those in here so that they can all get coated in the butter. Now the next step is to add the mushrooms. Now there's 100 grams of mushrooms in here, and if you've watched my video on how to make gravy for type 2 diabetics, which I'm going to put a link to by here, these are the same mushrooms we used in that video. So not just there for flavour. We're going to put that in there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add 100 grams of these pine nut kernels. Yet again, to add a bit more texture to the whole thing. We're going to mix all that in. So next what we're going to do is we're going to start adding in the herbs and spices. This is known as marjoram. Okay, it's good I've got you know, on-hand help. 1 tablespoon of that, 1 teaspoon of that. There we are, that's that. Next one we've got is thyme. I could see that one. Yay. And then we've got 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Yet again, I know what that is. That's always a bonus. Put that in. Now, our next one is sage, and we're going to put 2. Okay, it's more like a shaker side, that is, isn't it? It's like 2 of these in. So that goes in there. And so the next thing we're going to put in is a bit of salt and pepper. There you are. Give all that a mix in. Smells amazing. Which, for those of you who don't know, this is about 11:30 I'm doing this. I haven't had no food yet because I haven't break my fast, because I fast between 8 p.m. and 12 noon. And now I am so starving because this tastes so fantastic. So the next part is we're going to get these 2 eggs. We're going to break them into this bowl. And then we're going to pour this in here. I would imagine this is going to be to hold it together. I say imagine, I'm a professional chef, you know. No, I'm not. The reason I'm doing this is so if you can see I can do this, then you can do this. The reality is I won't be anywhere near this kitchen at Christmas. No, it'll only be to nick stuff. But you never know, after this performance I might get a pass this year. I might be able to help out a bit more, so you never know. So there are, that's done. So the next thing we got to do is we need to wash our hands again, because we're going to get to the messy bit. So this is probably going to be my most favourite part of what we do here. We've got 500 grams of mincemeat, or you can get pork meat or sausage meat, whatever you want. We're going to stick that in. And then we're going to act like we were kids and we're going to mix this up with our fingers. So the next step now is to stick this in a tin. We can't make stuff in balls out of it because it's too loose to do that. So we're going to put it in a tin. So let's get into that. So the next thing we're going to do is put dollops of butter on the top, so that all melts into it when we're cooking it. So now what we're going to do is put this in a preheated oven. Let's get into that. So what we're going to do now is put this in the oven, and now we've preheated the oven at 374 Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius, or gas mark 5 if you've got a gas one. And 170 if you've got a fan assisted oven. We're going to put this in. And we're going to leave it in there for 35 to 40 minutes. See you in a second. Right then, right then, Rhinos. This has actually been in for 45 minutes. We checked it after 35 and it still weren't done. So what we did, stick a spoon in the middle there, check that it's all cooked through, which it is. And so now we're gonna let that cool down and get ready to eat it later. There you are, Rhinos. That's your stuffing for Christmas Day. I hope you really enjoy it as much as I'm going to enjoy that later. Now, if you want to reverse your type 2 diabetes and you want to know more about our program, Reversing Type 2 Diabetes, then go to the description below, click on a link, stick your name and email address in my website, and I'll send you a video about the 5 steps our clients take to lower their blood sugars. And hopefully I'll see you on a call. My next video is going to be all about roast cauliflower. This is a substitute for potatoes. I'm going to put that video here. I'm going to put a foods for type 2 diabetics list there. Just remember, you're not a number, you're a rhino. Now charge.